Yeah, I mean, it felt weird. It always does. No matter how long you play, I always tell the young guys that I get the same jitters in the stomach for a preseason exhibition game or game 1 of the season or game 35. So or even in the playoffs. So it's never different. It's always the same kind of nervous feeling and excitement to get it going, and pretty happy with the result tonight.
Hunter St. Martin, a 6th-round pick only back in June. Just as an 18-year-old kid, just how much has he impressed you with what he's done?
Yeah, he likes to make plays. He got caught. I remember once he was trying to do like maybe a push and pull move inside the blue line in the second period, and he got hit there. So it's always funny when you see that. Not a hard hit or anything, but yeah, he's a good player. I remember in camp he chased me down and got a puck off me in the corner. So it's the little things like that. I think those kinds of guys get the attention of the staff.
You said that you still get the butterflies. Just going to year 12?
11.
Year 11. How neat. I mean, I guess was there a point where you thought they would go away? I mean, it's just, even a preseason game, it still matters a lot. I guess that's probably a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah. I think that would probably be the time to retire when you lose those feelings, right? I think it shows you care. It shows there's some emotion left in it, and there's still more business to take care of. So it's fun.
What was it like playing with someone other than Forsling? It's been a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Quite a while. It was fun, actually. Bjorny's a great player. He's super smooth and effective, and he's got a great stick. He broke out quite a few pucks tonight on his own, so it's fun playing with him. He's a damn good player.
This is a big camp for him, isn't it? I mean, joined you guys last year at the deadline, and now fighting for one of those spots.
For sure, yeah. Anybody in his position, for sure.
Spencer Knight, what have you seen out of him throughout camp? Obviously, he's had a little bit of a journey over this last year plus. Just to see him where he's at now, just what's that like?
Unreal game. Nighter's always been the guy that's working extremely hard in the gym, on his craft on the ice. He's in some of the best shape on the team. He kills the tests. So he deserves to do well, and it's nice to see that, for sure.
Carter Verhaeghe told us he was interested in seeing how the locker room smelled when you guys came back in there for the first time since you guys celebrated the Stanley Cup in there.
Yeah, it was fine. I think they actually redid everything. I don't know for sure, but I figured they would have to.
Hunter, obviously you played in the rookie showcase. What did it mean to get up there and play on the big rink for the first time and get a big goal?
I mean, it's pretty exciting. I mean, it's preseason, but I mean, that's with all the fans, and there was more fans than I thought, and just the atmosphere, and it was a really good experience. It was a bit faster than the rookie showcase. Got a little bit of a taste, and it was really good. I had a lot of fun.
I know this is just the start of a long journey for you here with the Panthers, but to have the kind of camp you had within the showcase and kind of getting a good start here now, what does that do for you personally?
I think, it gives me a little bit of confidence, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just continuing to get better and learning every day and just getting a little bit better every day. And, it's gotten me to where I am right now, and it'll only continue to build off that. So
I think we talked in the beginning of rookie camp, that one day, about being able to build going into your season. And it looks like you've had a heck of a couple days here. Every time you play, it seems like you score.
Well, it's just going out there, having fun. Like I said, playing my game, and just kind of being the best player and person I can be, and results will come as is. I can't control that.
But you're playing against NHL guys, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Ekblad was just out here talking about a play that you made on him in practice. Do you carry that with you in the coming weeks for you?
It's just. Sorry, I didn't really get that.
Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah.
Singing your praises.
Okay.
Can that help you? Mentally.
Definitely gives confidence. Playing against these bigger guys, these guys who play in the NHL. So it's just I'm sound like a broken record, but I just trust so much in the process and the everyday, just doing everything you can every day and just learn from these guys.
Did any part of you, when you go out there this afternoon, think about the last time this team was on this ice, something kind of cool happened?
Yeah, that's always a funny joke of things being an Edmonton kid, but like I said, proud to be a Panther, and it'll just be a joke from now on.
I left it at something kind of cool. I didn't say what, just out of respect for it.
Yeah, of course.
Have they? I'm sorry, Kate.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Have they given you any indication what's next? Are you heading back, or are you sticking around? Do you know?
I got no clue. I'm just soaking it in and just learning every day.
You've gotten to play with Sachin a lot. What's it been like playing with him as two up-and-comers in the organization?
I think it's really nice to have a guy. I mean, I've known Sach for a long time. I played against him in junior. He's from the Edmonton area, and it's nice to have that guy that you kind of know. I think I played with him way back when, but I mean, it's good to have a guy your own age and battling for the same thing.
I mean, looking at Sach's game, I mean, he's not that big of a guy, but he definitely plays big. I mean, what about him just makes him so fearless out on the ice?
I mean, he's just so shifty and he has such good hands. It's like he's on the ODR out there. He's just always shifty and rolling off and dangling guys, and it's really good.
Thank you. Playing with the preseason, but they always talk about first impressions. Just how happy with your game tonight? A couple big points goal.
Yeah, it was nice to get the first one out of the way. You know, he's always new team, new system, and all that stuff. But yeah, it was good win. You know, it was good to get the first out of the way.
Do you remember the last time you and your brother combined for a goal?
No, I don't think we've ever done it before. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, it's still like kind of surreal to like go through it, but I'm sure we're gonna get used to it.
How much are you guys just embracing this incredibly unique opportunity of being in this camp, Cup champs, and
Yeah.
just what the opportunity is there for you guys?
Yeah, I think like since we signed, we were just wanting to get here as fast as we could to just get it going, and you know, we've always wanted to play together one way or the other, but we didn't think it was going to come this early, but we're happy. And obviously I think brothers, you know, we know when to push each other and stuff like that. So and he looked good tonight, so I'm happy for him too.
The power play was really clicking there early on. You were out there running it. I mean, how the power play was overall tonight?
Yeah, we just had a meeting like 5 minutes before to go through everything. But you know, it's so many skill guys out there, so you just give the puck to the skill guys.
Paul Maurice said Friday that it's going to be an open competition for quarterback of that power play. You looked pretty good doing it. Nate did too, but
Yeah.
you ready to? I mean, like you said though,
Yeah.
there was no game planning.
No. Yeah, I think I've been playing on the point almost since I came into the NHL. Played with some really good players, Johnny Gaudreau and Patrick Kane. So, you know, it's fun to be out there with those guys and just let them do their thing, and you know, and just try to be open for them.
Gustav's obviously one of the top defensemen in the NHL these days. You've been with him in camp and now for the first game together. What have you picked up from him?
He's just so like mobile out there. You know, he has such a good stick and smooth skater. And obviously, it's nice to have a Swede as your partner to just go over some stuff. But yeah, he's an unreal player and even better person.
Thanks, guys.
Eddie, we need a line.
Well, Coach yesterday said he didn't expect the guys to be very good, just given how intense the first couple days of camp
Yeah.
are. With that, how impressed are you with how they kind of found energy for this game?
We would, you know, by design, put them kind of under duress to come into these games. I think it was a function from almost everybody. So we have these new players that come in, and there's a number of new players, but there's a big bulk of guys that have been through at least one camp. So from a systems point of view, while not perfect, but relative to all other first games, we're systematically a little further down the road because we've been here now. This is our third training camp, so I think that was kind of the driving force in the game. And we've got NHLers in both groups. They've got a lighter group. But I would go. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's not a sign going forward. It's that there's no predictive at all to how your season's going to be, except the veteran players played smart. They did the right things. They didn't cheat the games. They ran their routes. And then we got some pretty good work from some guys, some good goaltending, some saves at important times if you were relating that to the wins. And then we won't think about those games again.
How important is it that these guys that are here fighting for jobs, I mean, they're tasked to make you make difficult decisions. How important is that?
Well, it's certainly a sign of depth of your group. There's not a lot of open jobs, and then every shift becomes more important to get. You know, there's levels of cuts that happen and assignments that happen to get to the next level. To buy themselves the week to do it again and again is difficult, and it's mentally taxing because you will start. The players that made mistakes on the ice tonight, we won't think about again, and then we'll try to correct them in terms of re-showing our system, kind of reinforcing what we're trying to do, and as they go, the margin for error becomes shorter and shorter. You can't replicate the same kinds of mistakes. But tonight's game really wasn't about that, about mistakes. Just come out. Could you push through? So if a player I thought had 3 incredible days in terms of effort in practice, and I didn't think he played well tonight, I won't assess his game. Actually, I appreciate the fact that he was too tired to play as well as he could. So I think that's what we look at. I think pretty pleased overall with the group. Saw some things from players that we don't see in the practices because you can't do some of these things in practice. Part of it is you don't practice the game the way it's played in some ways, the full length up and down. Certainly some physicality that's not there in our practices. So some guys I thought, were more noticeable tonight in the games, even fatigued than they were in the first 3 days.
In the first game, Hunter had a big. He's had a nice impact. I know he's not sticking around. Might be not for long, but pretty good way to head to his camp with his junior team.
Yeah, at some point, he had a really good rookie practice, right? So the draft comes. I'm not at development camps. My first time seeing these guys was just in the practice before they went to the rookie tournament. He was good there. Thought he had a very good rookie tournament. What I liked about he and Sachin, both very young guys, both junior eligible, and for the cost physically would be greatest on those two, right? They're still very young. Every year their tanks get bigger. They get so much stronger at that age. But I thought those guys were able to get through those 3 days of camp and then come out and play with some energy. That's a good sign. And they've done some good work at a young age to be able to survive our camp.
And Tomas, any update on his injury?
Nothing, but we'll have something for you. He is getting looked at by doctors, so we just want to make sure we know what it is.
Yeah. Spencer Knight, obviously, long road over the last year plus. Just to see him, how he's doing right now. Just have you seen a demeanor shift in him, or just what do you think last year did to help him as he goes into camp this year and tries to get back to where he was?
I'm really happy that he's just a continuation of the entire program. And he had a good year last year. It was good for him to go through an entire year pro. What he did tonight is the way he's looked in training camp. So he looks strong. He looks, not necessarily, there are some, I would think, some adjustments in his game, and that comes from growth at a young guy. There's so much to learn to that position, and I think he's back on that curve. So it is day after day. He continues to kind of learn to cope in the National League or in pro sports, and he looks very, very strong, so he's done well.
You talked at length about Christine the other day. What did it mean to you to give her that opportunity tonight?
Well, she's a good coach. So she sits in the room with us and all the coaches, the American League, the East Coast League guys, Christine, and we sit kind of at a great big table and we just talk hockey all day through the video that we're going to show. And she's very interesting to talk to. She's got a perspective of women's collegiate sport in Canada, but also she coaches with major junior, these young kids. So she knows St. Martin from her league and Sachin from her league. She's just a really, really good coach. We wanted her to get kind of that bench experience. And it's different, but coaches will view the game a lot of times better from the bench than they will from up top. It's not what we're used to seeing. So she gets it. She gets to view the game at the NHL level from a place that she understands. So she's a good coach, and I think, when you talk about opportunity and maybe exposure as well, she's going to get an opportunity to be a head coach somewhere down the line, whether it's in major, junior, pro, or one of these days there'll be a female NHL head coach because they're smart. I don't mean in general, they're just like any other coach. If you get to that level, you're that good. And I spent 25 minutes talking hockey with her in a car ride, and got out of the car and went, man, she's good. So she'll get there.
And tonight, was it a little bit weird to see Stamkos wearing something other than blue and white?
especially in an early exhibition game, right? You usually don't see those guys till later. But good for him, because that's probably an ask in. He wants to get in. He wants to get a part of his group, be a part of his teammates. And I've seen that shot, though, before, no matter what sweater he's got on. I've seen that shot. So he hasn't lost that by any means.
He has quite a few of those in this building. That's probably why he said, let me play there.
Yeah, well, he's been hot for 20 years here, so that'll help.
The first power play unit looked pretty good in that second game.
Yeah.
What did you have to say about that unit and Adam Boqvist on it?
Yeah, I like nothing. Yes, we've got 3 players that have played together for a very, very long time against a group of penalty killers that haven't killed as a group ever. And I like the way he moved the puck across the line. I like the decisions he made with the puck, the pace he's at. But I think we knew that. We thought it would be good. But scoring goals is still more fun than not, so they get to feel good tonight.
And the 2 brothers connected with a goal, too.
First time since